And the best I can do these days is now tell the person who I think has offended me, I hope your license gets taken away. So that's my, and that's a lot better than what I used to think. So anyway, so being able to call on a spiritual practice requires doing it when you don't need it and doing it on a regular basis. So what is it? The nerves that fire together wire together. And so, especially if you have a neural pathway that, so I apologize to any scientists, I know this must sound terrible, that you want changed, the best way to do it is actually create an alternative and let it wither away. The other possible answer, and one that I still use, and some of you know about, is the gratitude alphabet. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of this, but I tend to have obsessive thinking and worry, and somebody offered this to me and I thought they're crazy. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of in my life. So you start with A, I'm grateful for A, apples, I'm grateful for B, bananas, and you go all the way to Z, fill in the blank, right? And then you keep doing it until your train of thought is broken. And one morning, long ago, I was getting ready for class and I could not stop obsessing. I don't even remember what, but I was obsessing about something in the class. And I thought, this is making me crazy. And I started doing the gratitude alphabet and it broke. So the last thing I'll suggest is something that may sound very unappealing, but was very transformative for me in a very difficult situation. So I was the leader of a group in which one person started, I felt bullied by this person. And I was supposed to, this was a weekly group, and I was the leader, and I was supposed to sort of manage everyone, and it got to the point where I would feel sick when I was going, and everyone knew this person was like the way they were, but nobody could do anything. And I started practicing gratitude for the situation, for the person, and for my inability to do anything. And it sounds crazy, and it was very difficult. It was a move of desperation. Someone suggested it to me, but it worked. It worked. So it shifts perspective. And then also, I didn't want to demonize that person who was being difficult. I didn't want to demonize them. Yeah. Are there questions? Yes, Matthew.
You talked about how when people die, in that ending there's like a heart that they have, right? And so I think that's kind of like the core, like what's left.
Yes.
And then you talk about how dreams die. Dreams die. Do you think that dreams also can have a heart or like a core like that? If so, like what advice or experience you have in kind of finding all of that? Because it's a little harder. It's not as
Yeah. So I may not be understanding your question correctly, so if so, please tell me. I think that, well, for example, with the death of my dream, that I wanted to change the world in a big way and so on, the heart of that dream was change and making things better. And I think that dream has come true. I transform my suffering, and I teach others how to transform their suffering. So it's little, and it's person by person, but the core of that dead dream